Hello dear students, welcome to this lecture series on turbo machines. We are discussing unit number 1, Introduction to DMC and Impact of Jet. In this, let us start with unit number 4, our lecture number 4, Force exerted by fluid jet on stationary flat plate. Okay, we have already discussed this. A fluid jet is a stream of fluid issuing from a nozzle which has a very high velocity and hence high kinetic energy. You know very well, nozzle converts pressure energy of the fluid into kinetic energy. So the resulting jet impinges on a plate or a vane or a blade. Then what happens is it exerts a force on it, okay, and this is due to change in momentum of the jet. Whenever a jet produced by the nozzle impacts on the plate, on the vane or a blade, it will exert a force on it. That is due to change in momentum of the jet. Okay, remember, momentum is a product of mass of fluid and velocity of fluid. Okay, general formula, mass into velocity, and thus it is a vector quantity. Why? Because velocity is a vector quantity, mass is a scalar quantity. So product of these two is a momentum, is a vector quantity. This force is classified as hydrodynamic force, can be evaluated by using impulse momentum principle. This we have seen in last lecture. So in this chapter we will study the application of the impulse momentum equation for evaluating the hydrodynamic force due to the impact of jet on the stationary and moving vanes. So first we will see stationary vanes due to the impact. So following cases of impact of jet will be considered. Okay. First, A class, A type is force exerted by the jet on the stationary plate. In this we have three situations. Flat plate held normal to the jet. Second, flat plate held normal to the jet. Second one is flat plate held inclined to the jet, and when the plate is curved. Okay. Again we have second set of derivations, force exerted by the jet on the moving plate. Okay, where we will see again the same three cases. When the plate is held normal to the jet, in second case inclined to the jet, third case when the plate is curved. And there are sub cases, there are subtypes in curved cases, curved plates. Okay, so first class of derivations are for stationary plates. Okay, this is first we will discuss for stationary plate, and then we will move on to moving plates. Force exerted by jet on stationary plates. So in this, our bit number 1 is force exerted on stationary flat plate, which is held normal to the jet. Okay, so our plate is stationary like this. This is a stationary plate. You can see this is a fixed here, fixity is provided, so plate is fixed, and it is flat in nature. Okay, the surface is flat, and third thing is it is perpendicular to the jet. So it is perpendicular to the jet, 90-degree angle. This is a pipe. On the end of a pipe there is a provision of a nozzle. Nozzle will produce a high velocity jet of a liquid, suppose water. Say d is the diameter of the jet, and suppose small a is the area of the jet. Okay, this is the axis of the jet is made perpendicular to the flat plate. After impacting, the water will flow along the surface of the plate. So water gets deflected by 90-degree. Okay, so figure shows a fluid jet striking a stationary flat plate, which is perpendicular to the flow direction of jet. Initial flow direction of jet can be called as x direction. Suppose this is x direction, we can call it as x direction. Okay. Let small a and capital V be the cross sectional area and velocity of jet respectively. Okay. The jet, after striking the plate which is vertical, will get its direction changed, okay, through 90 degree as seen in the diagram, and flows along the surface of the plate. So that is parallel to the plate. Okay, partly 50% liquid will flow in other direction and the remaining will flow in upper direction. If the plate is assumed to be smooth, okay, then the friction between the jet and the plate can be neglected, and the jet will move on and off the plate with constant velocity, that is initial velocity capital V. So if you are assuming the plate to be smooth, which is a rather good assumption, then you can neglect the friction between the flowing jet and the plate. Now once you neglect the friction, what happens is the jet which comes in and which moves off the plate will have same constant velocity capital V. So incoming velocity is equal to outgoing velocity capital V after impact. So if the friction is considered, and if you are considering the friction, which is a practical case, then the velocity of liquid coming off the plate will be slightly reduced, slightly less than incoming velocity capital V. Okay. If the friction is considered, the velocity of liquid which is going off the plate will be reduced because some energy is expended in overcoming the friction. The force exerted by the jet on the plate in the x direction, in the direction of the jet, suppose x direction, can be given by using impulse momentum principle. Let us call it as Fx. The force exerted by the jet on the plate, Fx is equal to, in the direction of jet means x direction, because the jet is horizontal, so we are calling it as x direction. So Fx is equal to rate of change of linear momentum of the jet. Okay. This change of linear momentum of jet is in the direction of force. Remember, this entire equation is a vector equation. So force is on the left hand side, it is a vector quantity, it is in x direction. So therefore the change of linear momentum on the right hand side is also a vector quantity, and it is also in the direction of the force, so x direction. So this can be written as equal to initial momentum minus final momentum of the jet by impulse momentum principle. Now initial momentum is nothing but mass of jet, mass of fluid per second into velocity of jet before striking the plate, that is called as initial momentum. Final momentum is nothing but mass of fluid per unit time into velocity of the jet after striking the plate. Okay. This entire equation is in the x direction, so that becomes final momentum. So mass per unit time is taken constant. So this is equal to mass per unit second into initial velocity. Initial velocity, velocity of jet before striking, that is called initial velocity. Let us call it as V1x. Okay. Minus final velocity. Final means after striking the plate in the direction of the jet. So let us call it as V2x. So this is equal to Fx is equal to finally mass per second. Now we know mass flow rate of the jet is given by rho AV. Okay, mass per second, that is mass flow rate, is equal to rho into A into V, that is nothing but rho into Q. Okay, density into volume flow rate gives you mass flow rate in kg per second. So rho AV into initial velocity V1x before impact. So before impact, the velocity is capital V. Here you can see. Before impact, the velocity is capital V as shown here. And after impact, the velocity is also capital V as shown here, neglecting the friction. But here the final velocity v2x in the x direction is 0. Why 0? Because after the impact, the jet is not traversing in x direction. There is no flow in the x direction after impact. After the impact, the jet is getting diverted and it is flowing normal to the initial direction. So normal to the x direction, that is y direction. So after the impact, there is no flow in the x direction. So that's why v2x is 0. Okay, v2x is 0. So therefore fx becomes equal to, formula of fx is rho a v square. Okay, rho a v square, fx equal to rho a v square. This is the formula for impact of jet on a stationary flat plate which is perpendicular to the jet. Rho is nothing but mass density of liquid, a is nothing but area of a jet, that is equal to pi by 4 d square, and small d is the diameter of the jet. Okay, so you have to note here, as the jet leaves in the direction normal to x axis, that is y axis, the final velocity in x direction is 0, right? v2x is 0 as the jet leaves in the normal direction after impact. Second note is, since the plate is stationary, therefore the work done on the plate is 0, right? Logically there is no work done on the plate. Why? Because work done is nothing but it is equal to force into displacement of the plate. Okay, there is force acting on the plate, Fx, but there is no displacement of the plate. So why? Because the plate is stationary, it is fixed. So that's why displacement is 0. So therefore work done on the plate is 0 for a stationary plate. Okay.